Can you all see my screen? Let's be having it. Danny's having it this morning, mate. Having it large. Right. God, I'm so unprofessional, aren't I? No, I'd listen. Truth is, guys and girls, I love what I do and I have a lot of fun doing this. So hopefully it shows, and I want you to have a lot of fun. This should be fun, because when it stops being fun is when you should stop. All right. So let's get going. So what we're going to talk about today is 100K in 100 days. So that should actually say days. You can tell my spelling's not so good. But who would like to know how they can make 100K in 100 days? Type in 100 in the chat if you want to make 100K in 100 days. Come on, give me 100. I want to see loads, 6, 7. Come on, keep going. Let's have at least 20 comments. Come on. All you got to do is type 100, enter. 100, enter. Come on, keep going, keep going. Come on, just a couple more, just a couple more. Come on. Yes, yes, amazing. All right, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Good. All right, well, listen, I'm going to give it to you raw and real. So 5 secrets how anyone can get to 100K this year selling knowledge, advice, and expertise online without ever having to leave their home. Secret number 2, how to guarantee sales before you've ever spent any time or money creating or sourcing products. And this is something that nobody tells you. Secret number 3, how to make 5K within the next 30 days, following the exact steps laid out in this training. Number 4, why you don't need to be a guru or the best in your field to sell knowledge, advice, or expertise. And number 5, why you do not need a big social following, complicated websites, or any tech skills to make your first 100K in this business. So this is for you if you want some results, if you've had enough of buying courses, struggling to grow your online business, do not know where to start, are committed to taking action and investing in yourself, if you have had enough of the trial and error, you just can't take it anymore, if you want to create financial stability, you want your life, time, and flexibility back, and you want a pandemic-proof income. All right, so wind the clock back. I don't know how many years it is now, maybe 4 or 5 years. I used to work here at a lovely little car park called Purple Parking, which you've probably heard. And I did this for 7 years, okay? And I started for, I think it was £7.20 was my first ever wage, or maybe even less, I can't remember. I think it was about £7.20 in the call center, answering calls. Yeah, 5 a.m. starts, 6 a.m. starts, and, you know, it is what it is. You know, but things changed. So who wants to see commission like this coming in on a monthly basis without doing a single thing? Like, I'm talking thousands. Like, to be honest with you, I don't even know how much I make on the affiliate side of commission, but it's at least 2-3 grand, because all of that money just goes to my wife and it funds kind of her bank account. So here's some of the results I get selling digital products now. You all know I do very, very well. We've won multiple awards for, you know, various different things, 10K in 30 days, 50K in 30 days, 100K in 30 days. So if I can do 100K in 30 days, I think it's fair to say I can probably teach you how to do 100K in 100 days, right? You know, but I'm not going to spend too much time on that, because quite frankly, you don't care. Who cares about what I've won and the rewards and the success that I've had? We're here to help you, okay? I'll give you the links to our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube as well, so you can connect and stay part of the community. But obviously we've got the £1 Million award as well. I think I'm edging like about 3 million in sales now. I have to check the latest figures. We're going to get our 2 Comma Club award from ClickFunnels this year, for those of you that know that. So look, it's fair to say I have a very good, flexible lifestyle. I'm very blessed and I'm very grateful. But, you know, enough of that. Which one are you? Okay. Are you hustling too hard, attending every freaking seminar that you can think of, attending every, you know, workshop that you can think of, or are you giving up too soon, like the lady at the bottom? Or are you this lady and you're working smart and using the right tools and you're, you know, the people around you? Because I can tell you one thing, it's definitely easier to make a lot of money faster than it is to make not enough money slower. That is the honest truth. So, question time. Who here and I'm going to turn on my camera for this. Who here doesn't earn enough money? Like, who here doesn't earn enough money? Let me know. Who, like, just say me or something like that. Let's say, who here doesn't earn enough money? Like, and be honest, like, you know, be honest with me, with everyone. Okay, I won't call out the names or whatever, but come on, who here doesn't earn enough money? Like, who has a money problem? Like, who here is like, do you know what? I just struggle. I struggle to pay the bills. I struggle for this, struggle for that. In fact, let me just do that so you can see me. Yeah, I struggle to do all these things. You know, there's never enough and blah, 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 blah. Well, how would you like me to solve all your money problems right now? And this is gonna blow your mind. I promise you, right? I promise every single one of you. So remember I said, get a pen and paper, right? So get a pen and paper, and you don't have to share this. Enough to survive. Love it. So look, get a pen and paper. You don't have to share it with everyone else. And what I want you to do is I want you to write down on that piece of paper what you make in a year. So in a year, what you make, like whether you have, or obviously if you have a salary, you know what that is. If you are a contractor, you roughly know what you make in a year. So write down. So let's just say you make, I don't know, £25,000 a year. Okay. You make that per year. Okay, as an example, right? You all done that? Yeah. So write down what you make in a year. I'll get another black pen because this one's running out. Write down what you make in a year on a piece of paper. Now, you ready? I'm going to solve all your money problems right now. See, here's the problem. You don't actually have a money problem. You don't. Like, believe it or not, you don't. All of you that said you have a money problem, you just make money too slow. That's it. Think about it. It takes you too long to make 25 grand a year if that's what you make a year. Well, imagine if you now started making 25K in a month. Are all your money problems solved? Yeah. So you see, actually, it's not a problem of, oh, I don't make enough money, Stas. No, it's you make the money too slow. It takes you 365 days to make the 25 grand instead of 30 days. So you see, nobody has a money problem. It's a speed problem. It's a velocity problem. People just make money too slow. That's it. That's all it is. You know, if you make that in a month, you're good. If you make that in a week, you are living life, my friend. If you make that in a day, which we do regularly, mate, like there's no money problems. I can go and do whatever I want to do. Like if you earn 25 grand a year and that's enough for you, go and make it in a month and then go and have the rest of the year off. That's it. Go and have the rest of the year. So you see how none of you actually have a money problem. You just make money too slow. So there's all your money problems sorted. Now, let's talk about starting a business. Now, you're all ready. You're super excited to start a business. You're dreaming of success and you know, this is you, right? Ooh, very excited. And you're convinced you can do it without any professional help. So you go to your best friends, and your best friends are YouTube and Google. Yes, love a bit of YouTube and Google. I mean, I know I can find everything I can on YouTube and Google because I want to start a business. See, if I wanted to become a doctor or a dentist, I wouldn't dream of Googling on YouTube and how to do that. But for a business, for some reason, I think, yeah, I can do it. There's lots of YouTube videos online. And this is you. You know, you're like a little baby in the business world, you know, wet behind the ears, whatever you want to call it, green, you know, whatever it is. And you're sitting in front of this plane with about 1 million buttons to press. And this is you. You think, well, this might take a while for me to figure out exactly what I have to press, but I will eventually get there. Okay. Now, this is you. And then you're nearly there, just a little bit more. And then this baby is taken to the skies. You're convinced that you can do it by yourself. But in reality, no. You see, Warren Buffett said that he can buy anything he wants, but he can't buy time. And this is what you guys got to get yourself around is this is how wealthy people look at money. Wealthy people look at money as leverage and a vehicle to buy back the rest of their time so they can do whatever the hell they want to do. So what does that mean? That means if that's you and you can't figure out the buttons, listen, you got to spend as much money as it takes to figure out how to get that plane in the sky, so then you can spend the rest of your life doing whatever the hell you want. But no, you're trying to save money. And the biggest thing you're doing is you're losing time. You're losing time that you're never, ever going to get back. And this is what I did. And that puts you in the freepreneur category. Like, be honest with me, because this was me. So I know exactly how you feel. I know what you're going through. I experience all the same emotions, absolutely everything. Like, who is a freepreneur here? Like, be honest. How many of you have been attending every single Saturday school for the last 6 months or 12 months, and you're still in exactly the same position you were before? Like, be honest, like, keep it raw and real. You know, send it to me in a private message. I don't care. But a freepreneur is somebody who tries to Google their way to millions, Google and YouTube. See, I did this for 2.5 years and I made a grand total of £7. And it's fair to say I wasn't obviously ready to hand in my notice at that stage. So 1 year's salary for me at the time was £15,000. Can you believe it? I was working for £15,000, which meant 2.5 years, I wasted £37,500 trying to figure this out without any professional help. What a retard. Why the hell would I do that to myself? When I look back at it now, I just think, Stas, you are crazy. But then the first 9 months after I got help, I made 100 grand. So, you know, which one would you rather be? Would you rather go and try and figure this out by saying, yeah, but I'm saving money, Stas. Yeah, but I'm saving money. Cool. Carry on saving money. You tell yourself that when you're 80 years old, when you're 80 years old, and you know, I can guarantee every single one of you one thing, okay? And some of you might not want to hear this. Some of you might be offended by this, but quite frankly, I don't care, because I'm here to help you. I'm here to give you some truths and honest stuff rather than fluff. I guarantee when each and every one of us is on our deathbed, including me, we are never, ever going to be thinking of, I'm so glad I played it safe all my life. I'm so glad I always saved my money and I never took any risk and I never took any leap. I'm so glad. No one is ever going to be thinking that when they're on their deathbed, including myself. And first and foremost, I'm speaking to myself rather than you. So look, stop being, you know, oh yeah, I've got to make sure, you know, I've got this. No, you don't. Okay. Just take a leap of faith, for God's sake. Okay. So the question is, who thinks, and I want everyone to play, and I want at least 20 answers, in fact 30, we've got nearly 100 people on now, who thinks they can do it on their own without anyone's help? Please, actually no, I don't want 20 answers. I just want, like, please, can somebody be honest and say, right, I can do this by myself and I don't need any help. And look, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you think, then, okay. So some people say me with time. Listen, yeah, you probably could do it with time, but how much is your time worth? How much is your time worth? Someone going to come to your problem? No chance. Exactly. There is no such, this is what you guys got to realize. There is no such thing as a self-made success, a self-made millionaire, a self-made 100K, whatever you want to call it. There's no such thing. Nobody can do it on their own, because I tell you what, if you guys, or if any one of us could do it on our own, we would have already done it. So we can't. So when you start out online, this is what you do. And I know this because I did this. So way back, gosh, this must be going back 10 years ago. I got involved in MLM, like multi-level marketing. And I signed up with this company called Agile. I don't know if anyone remembers. This was years back. It was like these gels, like these health supplement gels. And I paid about £1,000 at a time. I think I borrowed the money from my mum. She probably thought, what are you doing? And then that was me. I was going around to everyone, telling them to buy this age-old stuff, these, like, you know, these creams and these gels and da-da-da. And obviously nobody bought, you know, because you start to tell everyone about your thing, but nobody wants to buy your thing because they're just not interested, right? So then you are convinced that the reason they're not buying is because, well, it's because it's me, right? It's got to be me. It's because they just don't want to buy from me. But if it was an ad, they'd buy. So you run ads to buy my stuff, and then still nobody buys. How many people have experienced this? Please tell me. And more importantly, how many of you try to run ads and you had your ad account suspended, shut down, restricted, or whatever it may be? Like, you know, am I talking facts here or what? And then you get taught this old funnel way from these gurus that are out there. And, you know, they say, oh, the popular way to sell products is via automated generic webinars. But it is so complicated and long-winded. So a client will see your ad. Then they go to your landing page, which has got all your sales copy. They then enter their email address and they're taken to a confirmation page. They then pick a webinar time because, you know, they're stupid and they don't understand that this is a pre-recorded webinar and you don't actually run these webinars live 3 times a day. Come on, it's 2022. They then receive numerous emails about the reminder. You picked a time that starts in 6 hours. Make sure you're there. They then log in and they get taken to a waiting room. And they're waiting in suspense for this webinar. And then eventually they watch the webinar. Eventually they get to watch the webinar. And then, well, I don't think anyone ever gets to that stage, but then they go to your order page or they register for your a call for your thing or whatever it is. Like that, my friends, is absolute nonsense. And if anyone who's tried this and it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay. So with this traditional method, you got so many issues. Okay. You're going to get support tickets. People are not going to be able to see the webinar. They're going to be no shows. They're going to be all that kind of stuff. So instead, you've got to simplify the process. And this is what we did. We just cut everything in half. So add to landing page, straight to the video. I don't pretend that my videos are live, pre-recorded. They just get taken to a video training. It's on-demand video training, right? Obviously, it's not live because I'm probably not going to be standing there 3 times a day saying the same stuff. They then watch the webinar and then they go to a registration and order page. That's it. There's no confirmation emails. There's no picking a time. It is instantly available. People's attention spans are lower than ever before. You know, people want the information and they want it now. Now, copy-paste program. See, what I do, because I'm a big believer in not reinventing the wheel. And once you've done this stuff once, you have the framework in already. So all you can do is just copy the framework. So I actually give all my students and clients all of our program. It's literally copy and paste stuff. Okay. You know, the email sequence that they've got to use is plug and play. Like this is what we use in our business. So you don't ever have to, you know, try and come up with it yourself or whatever. It's all done for you. Now, who suffers from shiny object syndrome? Come on, be honest with me. Who suffers? Who suffers from shiny object syndrome? Come on. I did, you know, to be honest, I still do. Yeah, some's tried that. What were you trying to say? I'll get to that. So me. I used to. Come on, be honest. Like what? Only 6 people suffer from shiny object syndrome, and we've got 102 people on here. Come on, guys. Be honest with yourselves, even if you're not going to be honest with me. Makes no odds to me. Really doesn't. So yeah, cool. Cool. All right, me. Learn that lesson. What is SOS? SOS is shiny object syndrome. It's not save our souls. It's shiny object syndrome. All right, cool. So you see, here's the problem. Okay, this is you. All right, and I know this because this was me. This was me, guys and girls. You see a Facebook ad millionaire system and it's only $997. Oh, that's the one. That's the jackpot, baby. Then you see a YouTube easy cash blueprint for $697. Oh, no, I tell you what, I've had my ad account banned on Facebook. I'm going to give this YouTube thing a try. No money down deals. Oh, property is the way to go. Like, nobody can ban my ad account if I do property, right? So you do property, and that's $9997. And then you do the Affiliate Magic Academy. Oh, because I don't have a product of my own, so I've got to sell other people's guy. That's another $2,000. Then you do the Forex gazillionaire system because everyone's talking about Forex and crypto and Bitcoin and Ethereum. And yeah, it's so easy to make money. Did you see my best friend's cousin's uncle's dog? Yeah, she made $10,000 in about 2 weeks. And that's £1,500. And then you buy another course and another course. And before you know it, you spent £17,000. And you have nothing to show for it. Nothing. I know this because I was there. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with courses. There is. Courses are great. Courses are fantastic. But later on, I'm going to explain to you why nothing will work for you if you can't do this one thing. Nothing. Doesn't matter. So courses are great, but what do you do when you get stuck? What do you do when the policies change? What do you do when the tactics change? And 95% sits on the shelf and becomes, guys and girls, shelf development. Shelf development. So this is you. Okay, let me put my camera on. I need help. I need some support, but I have no one to ask. This is you. This is, you know, I have no one to ask. Sorry. All right, leave my camera on for a second. What's coming? So, sorry, turn my camera off. So, time versus money. 2.5 years versus £17,000. I'll tell you what, I'm not even fussed about the money. It's the years that I'm fussed about. Can you earn the money back? Of course you can. You know, of course you'll get the money back. Can you get the time back? No, you will never get that time back. So let me ask you, what's more important to you guys and girls, the cost of something or whether or not it gets results? Let me know. Cost or results? Type in the chat. Cost or results? Cost or results? I'm glad I'm making some people laugh. Results. Okay, cool. So great. Results. Come on. Everyone play along. We need at least 20 answers, 25 answers before we can carry on, because there's over 100 people on here today. And look, if you ain't going to play along, if you ain't going to participate, then you might as well just call it a day and go about your day. All right. Look, I know some people are multitasking and doing dishes and they've got kids running around, so they can't type, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Thank you, Ankuri. I'm not trying to be a comedian. I'm just trying to give it to you guys raw and real. All right. So results are the most important thing. Well, look, for somebody, whoever said both, well, listen, clearly not. No, you clearly value your money way too much than results. Let me tell you something. Money is a worthless piece of garbage. Did you know that the UK government borrows money from the Bank of England that can print that money on demand as much as they want? And in the last year or 18 months, they've printed more money than they have like in the whole 20 years before, whatever that is. Now rethink. If you've got 10 grand in the bank, ladies and gents, today, or if you had it in there for a year, that purchasing power of that 10 grand is roughly £8,000 now. So money is just garbage. Cash is trash. Anyway, so you all say results are the most important thing. So let me break it to you. What would you, if you wanted to like be a top golfer and improve your golf swing, which would you rather prefer? Would you rather prefer a Tiger Woods video course to improve your golf swing and that cost £1,000? Or would you rather have Tiger show up every week training you to improve your golf swing, but that costs 10 grand? But if you had to get the result, like if the only thing that really genuinely mattered to you was actually getting the result, okay, which one would you do? Or Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, watching a video course of him, how to dunk, how to shoot, how to sink 3-pointers, it's £1,000. Or like, would you have Michael Jordan show up every week to train and improve your game, but that's 10 grand? Like, who would, like, you tell me, guys and girls, if you had to get the result, okay, we've got 10K training. So just put 1K or 10K. Who would prefer the 1K or 10K? And there's no judgment here. There's no judgment here. 1K or 10K. But remember, like, you will get the result, okay? If your life depended on getting the result, would you spend 10K on it, or would you be cheap and be like, yeah, no, I'm gonna just do it, just try it for £1,000, you know, just see how it goes, just see how it goes, you know, see how it goes. So, okay, so let's keep it. Okay, so majority of you send £10,000. Okay, great. So the point I'm making is that, you know, you need help. And everybody needs help, and consistent help. And, you know, when you're alone, it's very difficult. It really is very, very difficult. Okay. So the American Society of Training and Development said that these are the probabilities of achieving your goals. So having an idea is 10% likely to complete the goal. If you consciously decide that you will do it, it's 25%. Deciding when you will do it, it's 40%. Planning how to do it, it's 50%. Committing to someone that you will do it, 65%. But look at that. If you have a specific accountability appointment with someone you've committed to, then it's 95% more likely to achieve your goal. Now, look, you don't even have to pay anyone for this. Just choose an accountability partner, your family members, your friends, and just commit to them. And just commit to them and say, look, I'm going to show up every week and I'm going to make sure I've done this. Like, you know, so you don't even have to pay 10 grand to anybody. You can do this by yourself for free, but it's the accountability side of things that's really going to help you. Now, I'm going to show you why nothing I tell you, nothing anyone tells you is even relevant unless you can do this one thing, okay? But that's coming up a bit later on. So the secrets to success are very simple. You need detailed and simple instructions. You need coaching accountability. You need active support channels. You need shortcuts. So you've got to skip the trial and error stage. Like, why would you want to experience the same trial and error that somebody has already done 100 times for you when they can just tell you the answers? You know, blueprint on how to sell, what to sell, driving traffic and owning the traffic, and plug and play templates. That's what, you know, you really, really need. Now, I want to do another exercise here. So, guys and girls, you've still got your pen and papers, hopefully. Okay, so then personalized coaching with target. All right, great. So I want you, and I'm going to turn the camera to this. Turn my camera. Okay, so exercise time, right? Can you all see me okay? Can you see my board? Great. Hopefully you can see my board okay. So I'm going to get a new sheet of paper here. And let me get up the chat. Cool. So I want you to, I'm going to tell you the exact cost of how much it's costing you not to achieve your goals. And let's do this in red. So at the top of the page or wherever, I want you to write down the figure that you want to make. In fact, somebody give me a figure that they're trying to make right now, a month or a year. You tell me. Okay, 100K per annum. Keep going, keep going. 10K a month. Give me some numbers. 4K a month, 100K. Cool. Look, there's no right or wrong. Look, like there's nothing wrong with just being like, I had somebody the other day. They're like, look, if I can just make 3-4 grand a month, Stas, I will be happy. I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't want all that stuff. Like that for me will be amazing. All right, cool. 8K, 100K, 2K, 5K. Amazing. Look, and that's great. And I support each and every one of you in that. Now I'm going to show you the real cost of not achieving that goal. So all of you write that figure down if it's a month. So let's say you wanted to make £10,000 a month, right? That's how much you wanted to make. So write that down. So those of you that said 10K, 100K, if you want to make 100K, it's 8,300 a month, by the way. For those of you that want to make 2K or 5K, whatever, write that down. Now write down how much you're making currently. So let's just imagine I wanted to make 10K, but right now I'm only making, I don't know, 2K a month. Okay. Write that down. Write that down. Now my maths isn't that great. So, okay. So, and now underneath that, so this is how much you want to make. This is how much you're making now. And underneath that, I want you to write down the number of months. So if you did it in months, do it in months. If you did it in years, do it in years. So the amount of months you've been trying to do this. So let's just say I've been trying to make 10 grand now for 2 years. So it's 24 months. Okay. Let's just say I've been trying to make it for 24 months. Right. What I now need to do is I now need to, okay, what's the difference between that and that? That's 8,000. So that's 8,000 a month. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 8,000 times 24. Okay. times that. And that gives me, yeah, you guys will see this, £192,000. Okay. So next time you say something is too expensive or I can't afford it, I want you to do this. And this is the true cost of you not achieving your goals. This is an illustration. So let's have some numbers. Like, who did this exercise? Let's have some. How much is it costing you to not achieving your goals? Because remember, the law of, I think it's the law of polarity. No, there's a law where it says, you know, if there's a cost to doing something, there's equally a cost to not doing something. So, okay, so somebody's got £168,000. Great, thank you for playing. Come on, keep going. £36,000 per year. Keep going. Look, in this example, it's costing me £192,000 a year. Sorry, not a year, over 2 years. So divide that by 2, it's, you know, around about 95 grand or whatever it is. Cool. Somebody says 12,000 a year. Great. So you see, that is the true cost of you not achieving your goals. Thank you, Richard. It's called opportunity cost. Because you see, people are so like, oh, well, you know, it costs too much or I can't afford it. Well, listen, can you afford to be paying this every 2 years or whatever your yearly figure is to not achieve your goals? I don't think so. I really don't think so. So hopefully that's kind of opened your eyes up a bit. Let's keep moving forward. All right, so your 2 biggest expenses in life. I'm going to just cover this because, you know, you might have seen me do it before. If you make 50 grand a year, okay, in your salary, in your day job, in your business, whatever it is, taxes is actually your 2nd biggest expense, okay? Now, so if over your life, you will pay 50% in tax. 50%. Why? Well, you might say, oh, no, but Stas, I'm in the lower tax bracket. I don't pay 50%. Well, trust me. You pay tax when you buy food. You pay tax when you sell stuff. You pay tax on petrol. You pay tax when you buy a house. You pay tax when you sell a house. You pay tax when you die, for crying out loud. So over your lifetime, the average UK individual will pay 50% tax. So if you make 50 grand a year, you're only really making 25 grand a year. That's how much you're taking home. Okay. If you make 250,000 a year, you're only really taking home 125. But you know what the funny thing is? This isn't even your biggest expense, guys and girls. Okay. Your biggest expense, as we just said, is not knowing. It's the opportunity cost of not knowing how to make that 100 grand a year, to make that 10 grand a month, to make that, you know, 50 grand a month, whatever it is you're trying to do. Okay. So let's have a look at how do you have a 100K digital business? What knowledge, advice, and expertise can you sell online? Okay. Because you probably know the e-learning industry is climbing to 325 billion by 2025. So this means people selling their knowledge, advice, and expertise online. People are spending more and more time at home creating digital products and sharing their experiences and life stories. Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but nobody wants to touch each other anymore. We've all gone social distancing. So it kind of fits the bill, right? Kind of like quite a good business model to get into. So what can you sell? Well, look, I make 2-3 grand a month selling other people's software that I don't even touch. I don't even touch it. And the money just comes in, right? It's on passive. Look, you are just, remember this and write this down. I took the screenshot for you yesterday, whenever it was. This is just one of the products that I sell. You are just one good product away from 100K. Okay, write that down. I am just one good product away from 100K. So here's some examples. How to train your dog. How to find the perfect date. In fact, I'm going to give you one of my clients and I'll show you how much she's made. And then this guy here makes $1 million per year teaching people how to do handstands. Like, are you crazy? $1 million a year teaching people how to do handstands. What's your excuse? So my question to you is, how much money are you sitting on right now in terms of digital products you can sell? Well, Anyway, you know how much I make. It's not a problem, not important. So here's some of my clients, just some of my clients. So the top left, we have Lara. Lara is a relationship coach. She helps people go on dates and find love. And she's made 50, well, it was 45,000 a few weeks ago. She's definitely hit 50 now. She's made 50,000 euros since the beginning of November, teaching people how to date better. Pete, he's made about 20 grand. Natalie's done 12 grand. Ollie, who was a broke musician with his saxophone, has done 30-something thousand pounds. And you'll be able to see his Stripe account later on. I'll tell you how you can get access to that as well. So like all of these people are just selling what they know. That's it. They're just selling what they know. You might say, well, I don't know anything, Stas. Well, don't worry, because you can sell other people's knowledge. Okay, so what can you sell online? I'm not gonna, go through all of this. Take a screenshot of it, take a picture, whatever you want to do. But, you can sell stuff in entrepreneurship and communications, management, sales, business law, human resources, in the trade industry, media, real estate, operations, digital marketing, SEO, social media marketing, marketing fundamentals, analytics, and automation. These are all the different types of industries you can monetize. Funnel and web design, advertising, video, mobile marketing, content marketing, affiliate marketing, product marketing, fitness, general health, sports, nutrition, yoga, mental health, big industry at the minute, dieting, self-defense, safety and first aid, dancing, sports injury, personal information, productivity, leadership, career development, parenting and relationships, personal brand building, creativity, self-esteem, stress management, memory and study skills, motivation, arts and crafts, food and beverage, beauty and makeup, travel, gaming, home improvement, pet care and training, photography, music, meditation, fun and entertainment stuff, just to name a few industries, okay? So I really can't imagine there is anyone here that can't find an industry, okay? So secret number 2, how can you guarantee sales before you ever spend any time or money creating or sourcing products? Like, who here would like to know that if they're going to start selling something, it's going to 100% be a success? Because this is a question that I always get asked a lot. So Stas, I've got this product and I want to know that it's going to be a success. And I say, well, I can't tell you that. You've got to do this test. So let me know who would want to know, like, okay, I know this will sell because I've done something. I've done a test. All right, cool. Polarity. Thank you, Mecca. Thank you. That's it. The law of polarity. You must have been watching my videos. All right, me. Okay, cool. Right, I will just cover that for you, guys and girls. All right, so there is a company called Kickstarter, and it started with festivals and music concerts. And what the concept was is if enough fans bought tickets, then the event would go ahead. But if not enough fans bought the tickets, then guess what? It won't go ahead. So it's quite clever, isn't it? Like, they launch a project. If enough people invest and buy into it, great, it gets created. If it does not, then it doesn't. So it's like, how much, safer is it to work on a project, work on a product that basically is guaranteed to sell because people have already said they will buy it? Like, absolute genius. So let me tell you about this. Who's ever organized a party, right? Who's ever organized a party? In fact, it's my birthday in a few weeks. I might have a party myself. But you see, before I organize a party, before I buy, hire a DJ, get a venue, get all this stuff, surely it's a good idea to make sure enough people can commit and come to the party, right? So that's the problem. See, a lot of you are going out there and you're trying to tell everyone about your party. You've hired your DJ, you've hired your venue, you've hired snacks and catering and a bar and all the rest of it, but you haven't got enough people to say, yeah, I can come to your party. And that's the problem. That is the problem. So what if you could sell knowledge, advice, and expertise before you actually created it? Well, you can, okay? And like I said, you can sell other people's knowledge. This is a podcast run by a guy called Andrew Warner. And what he does is he interviews experts and then he sells the interviews for a monthly membership. That's all he does. Like, there really is no excuse, guys and girls. There is enough in this industry for everyone. So even if you say, oh, well, I don't have, enough knowledge or this, that, the other, well, just sell other people's knowledge. Okay. It really is that simple. So look, check out what Alex did. This is going back a bit, but, oh, you can't hear it. Hang on. I've got to stop sharing my screen because I've just realized that I need to share the sound. So share screen, share sound, boom, and boom.
And I just want to give a massive thank you to my main man Stas, who's helped me build a profitable online business in less than 12 months. Before I met Stas, I was working my way up the academic ladder, and like most of us, I was led to believe that reaching the pinnacle of academic achievement would lead to financial success. Like most who begin to understand that the letters in our name don't really correlate with numbers in our bank account, I began to learn how wealth was actually created and how anyone can go on and create real-time freedom in their lives. So once I found Stas, he started to teach me the importance of driving traffic and how the ability to make money online is essentially the ability to control the movement of that traffic. He's taught me how to create an audience and how to go on and then monetize that audience. Acting on Stas's advice, I presented my first webinar to my Facebook group that's been growing daily, and I managed to generate £600 of sales off the back of that for just 1 hour of work. Not only that, I'm set to have my first 10k month, which is a huge milestone in my journey to success. 12 months ago, the thought of generating 10k in a single month seemed, super unrealistic. But as a result of Stas's help and support, nothing really seems unrealistic anymore. So for anyone watching this, if you're unsure as to if you should pursue an online business, I'd say just go for it. Life is too short, and at the end of our lives, we only really regret the things that we didn't do. So finding the right teacher is an essential part of learning how to create financial freedom, and I believe I found the perfect teacher in Stas. In my opinion, it's our fears and our skepticisms that prevent us from going on and achieving our goals. So don't let your fears and skepticisms prevent you from living the life that you want. Again, thank you so much, Stas. You've changed my life in so many ways, more ways than you know, and I look forward to sharing my future success with you, my friend. Best wishes. Thank you.
So the thing I want to add as well is that all Alex did at the beginning when he made the £600 before he went on to have his 10k months was to sell something that would basically do the scale test. Okay, he did the scale test. I'm going to say that in a second. So, in other words, he made sure there was a demand for it. People bought it, and then he was able to scale up from there. All right. Secret number 3, how to make 5K within 30 days following the exact steps. And before I start this, I want to ask you guys a question. All right, let me turn on my video. Okay, what do you guys actually sell that actually sell something out here? Like, what do you actually sell? Let me know. What do you sell? Who sells what? Language lessons. All right, amazing. Cool. It's a good product. What else? That's it. They've got only one product, only one person. Transformation. Cool. What else? Know to cook different dishes, mindset coaching, accommodation, statistics courses. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Is that it? Day trading coaching. Okay, nice. All right, cool. How to sell on eBay. All right, cool. Kitchenware as well. Okay, cool. All right. So the first thing is clarity. Okay. A lot of you, what you just said there, you kind of put yourself in a bit of a commodity. But anyway, I always have the meet the parents dinner question. And if the parents of your new partner leaned over to you and they said, what is it you do for a living? How would you answer that question? Like, in fact, if anyone's feeling brave or confident, how would you answer that question? Type it in the chat. Like, if you had to describe your business and what you do for a living, what would you say? Like if it was meet the parents dinner, this is the parents of your new partner, and they say to you, okay, so what do you do for a living? How do you answer that question? Can anybody, one of you that said you sell all this stuff, can any of you answer the question? Or would you just say, I sell day trading coaching, I sell network marketing courses, or I sell, whatever. Yeah, see? It's gone a bit tumbleweed, hasn't it? And I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah, that's great, but it doesn't really tell them what you do, right? I help people find the right cooking courses and tools to cook. Okay, it's not bad, but you see, and this is the problem, guys and girls. There's no clarity. There's no clarity in what you do. And if you don't have clarity in what you sell, how on earth do you ever expect anyone else to have clarity? So you got to create your mission statement. Write this down. And I promise you, this is going to be probably one of the biggest takeaways from this training today. This should be a sentence that goes like this. I help market or audience get desire without old way or belief by method. And then look, the method is not your product, okay, but it's basically the vehicle that you use to execute. So I help new dads. Who is my market? My market is new dads. Lose the dad body, because I don't, when I had kids, I didn't want the dad bod, without sacrificing their favorite food. That's an old belief, because everyone believes that, we have to eat lettuce and chicken in order to lose weight by using intermittent fasting. That's the method. So, then you can add, if you want to lose weight faster, then buy my product, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So you have to get the customer, your market, to believe that the only way to get their desire is through your method. And once you get them to believe that, then you can sell them the product that allows them to execute on the method. So you need to make your market believe, okay, before you do any of that. So if there's one, this is so key. Okay, you got to have clarity. So remember, market, desire, old belief, and method. Remember, the sentence is, I help market get desire without old belief by method. Great. We've got some. See, this is, look, I'll pick on Andrew if you don't mind. I mean, I'm not picking on you. I'm just going to give you some feedback. The problem with saying I help people achieve freedom and a lifestyle by starting their own business, you're going to attract all different types of people. You're going to attract broke people that can't afford it. You're going to attract people that don't want it. You're going to attract people that, don't agree with it. It's too broad. I give people what they're looking for. Well, listen, Jason, I'm sorry, but that's like saying, I don't even know what I'm saying, but just remember one thing, guys and girls. Something that is for everyone is also for no one. Okay? So I make money for people through investments. What kind of people, David? Lorena, what kind of people? What kind of people do you help find the right cooking? Because I don't even cook. So it's not going to be for me, is it? And this is the problem. Your messaging in your product does not speak to your audience. And that's why you struggle. That's why you struggle. All right. So this is so key. All right. Then you do a scale test. Scale tests are known as beta webinars. This is what Alex did, and he made 600 quid in an hour. They are where you test the market viability for your product in less than ideal conditions. No fancy software, very low monetary investment required. So you need to put your product at a disadvantage. So imagine like having ankle weights on it. And if it still sells, then you're ready to scale. Okay? You can add the bells and whistles and the fancy webinars and the funnels and all the rest of it, and it will sell well. It's kind of like when a boxer is training for a fight, what do? They put themselves at a massive disadvantage. They're going to train in high altitude. They have weight belts, ankle belts, all that stuff. Why? So when they come to the ring, the fight is easy. Same with cars. They test cars in less than ideal daily conditions so that when they are driven daily, they perform well. Okay. And it's the same with your product. It's exactly the same. And all you need for this is a whiteboard. So, well, in fact, I can show you. All you need for this is a whiteboard or flip chart, marker pen. You can, I recommend you buy these big nib ones so you can see from distance. A smartphone, and that's it. That's all you need. And you take your entire marketing method, you present it, no slides, nothing. And if people buy, no testimonials, you know this is something people want. Okay? Really is as simple as that. Oh, I need to press the button. There we go. So this is what you need. That's it. Okay. If you don't want to do it on a whiteboard, do it on Loom. Do it on the screen recording. It's fine. Doesn't have to be. Cool. So get started with a scale test. You need to build up a small audience of your target customers. The problem with you guys is you don't know who your target customer is because you say I help people. Well, what kind of people do you help? Okay. Build up a small target audience of your customers, usually in a Facebook group. Then you can go live or do a video recording with your whiteboard webinar and explain your entire offer, your method, and then say, if you're interested, go to this page and buy it or send me a DM interested. And if you get sales, it doesn't have to be a lot, 3 to 5%. Then it means you do use the software, the funnels, and start adding all the, the fancy stuff to get it to convert even better. Yeah. So in order to get your desired ROI, you must do a scale test on a stripped down version of your offer presentation and see if it sells. If it does, then you know that when you throw on the fancy bells and whistles and spend money on it, it's gonna fly and make you a profit. But most of you are relying on the fancy bells and whistles for it to, what's the word? For it to do anything. So it's a little bit like if you were going to sail the Atlantic, you would 110% make sure your boat would make it, right? Because if it doesn't, you die, you sink, you die. So why do people not make sure they do these checks in their businesses? Oh, well, what's the worst that could happen? I'm not going to die. Well, yeah, your business will die, and then you'll have to go back to a 9 to 5 and all the rest of it. So yeah. Cool. Secret number 4, why you don't need to be a guru. Because a lot of people think like, oh yeah, but I need to be a guru. I don't have enough knowledge. I'm not the best guy or girl and this, that, and the other. Well, let me disprove that for you right now. Tony Robbins, he was refused 2, not 1, but 2 life coaching certificates by organizations. But he still gets people results. So people pay for results, not for certificates. I had a client ask me the other day, oh, but does it matter that I don't have a certificate? And I said, what do you need a certificate for? It's a piece of paper. Get people results, help them achieve something, solve a problem or whatever it is, and then, sort out the rest after. Tanner, you guys would have never heard of this guy. Is he the best personal trainer? Absolutely not. But he's made over 25 million in the last 2 years. You've probably never even heard of him. So you see, you don't have to be the best. It's got nothing to do with being the best. I'm going to pick on my good friend Simon. Is he the best speaker on stage? No. But can he make 500K from a speaking gig? Yes. But he doesn't have to be the best speaker. No, absolutely not. So look, I'm sorry, guys and girls. It's your limiting beliefs that are holding you back. That's all it is. And remember this. Might want to write this down. Whatever you believe is true, it will be true for you. So whatever you believe will be true for you. If you believe you can't make 10 grand a month, it will be true for you. If you believe you can, it will also be true for you. So, there's no right or wrong. So choose your beliefs carefully. All right. So if you had to be the top guy or girl in your field to make money online, then we'd only have like a dozen digital products available. We'd have one for, motivation, one for fitness, one for business, one for this, one for that, and that's it. But the truth is you just need to know a little more than the average guy or girl. You've got to be a couple of steps ahead of them. That's it. That's it. So stop underestimating yourself. Absolutely the law of attraction effect. Cool. Secret number 5, why you do not need a big social following, complicated websites, or any tech skills to make your first 100K and beyond in this business. So followers, what I always say is followers and likes don't pay the bills. Okay. They really, really don't. So focus on the quality of your audience rather than the quantity. What I recommend you go and do is you build a free community first and you sell from in there. And it's not, what you say and sell. Sorry, ignore that last bit. So look, you can see there was a time where, I still don't have many followers on Instagram. And, you can see that my Instagram account had 381 followers. My Facebook group had, gosh, how many? 100 members. Yet I'm still able to make 10 grand from it. I'm still able to make 5 grand from it in 4 weeks. Where's my funnel? There's no funnel. I'm just selling from inside of my Facebook group. Why? Because I'm controlling the traffic. Now, right, I'm going to get very, very serious with you guys and girls on this bit. In fact, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to turn on my video. Okay. Who here thinks that they don't have enough time to work on their business? Like, be honest. I'm going to get the chat up. Who here thinks they don't have time to work on a business? Like, I work too much. I've got kids. I travel. I do this and this, Who thinks they're too busy to make money? Let me know. Come on. Who thinks they're too busy? Oh, you've all gone a bit silent now. What's happened? Got 106 people on and everyone's gone a bit silent. Well, look, I can tell you one thing. If you think you don't have enough time, so like Don and David, do one thing for me, okay? Do one thing. I'm going to give you a game that you guys can play every day, every single day. So Elizabeth says time management is key. What a challenge it is. Absolutely. Cool. So for those of you that think you don't have time, I want you to go to your phone, your smartphones, and I want you to go to, where is it? Go to settings and then go to something called screen time. Oh, and check. I don't know if you can see that or not. I think you can, just about. Check your screen time, how much you're spending on your phone. And then you can tell me, oh, but I haven't got the time, but you're spending 3-4 hours a day on your phone. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you clearly do have the time. You're just not using the time wisely. And the game I'm going to give you is this. See, on the new iPhone or on the new software, you can have like these widgets. So see, on my homepage, look, thank you, Rebecca, but I'm just keeping it raw and real. You have the time. Go and look at your phone, see how much you spend on your phone a day. There you go. Do you know what I do when I'm trying to get stuff done? I turn my phone off. It goes back there. There's a desk over there. Anyway, I want you to play a little game every single day. Okay? Yeah, and beware of the dopamine. I mean, I'm not going to even start on dopamine and how you guys should do dopamine detoxes and things like that. That's a whole nother story. But you see this little box here, you can see there, 47 minutes. I have a box that every time I pick up my phone, it reminds me, it tells me how much time I've spent on my phone for the day. And I'm trying to play a little game. What's the lowest I can get my screen time? And it's fun. It's fun, but it also keeps me subconsciously aware of the amount of time I'm spending on the phone. I think the lowest I've ever had is about an hour and a half for the whole day. And I get up early. I get up about 6, 5:30, sometimes 5. So play that game, okay? Play that game. Cool. So the other thing I want to tell you about is, like, who would like to tell you the number one reason why you're probably failing? Or not failing, I don't want to say that. I want to say the number one reason why you guys maybe haven't succeeded in what you're trying to do yet. This is like, and I promise you, everything I've just said doesn't even matter. And like everything I've just said doesn't matter. Anything that you hear on any other webinars or any other training will not help you if you can't do this one thing. There's one thing. And you know what that one thing is? Hit me with it. Yes, please. All right. Okay. That one thing is quite frankly, focus. Like it's focus. No, it's not even taking action. It's not even that. I'm going to give you a demonstration. Okay. If you have a job, let me move this over here so I can see it. It's got nothing to do with taking action or whatever. If you have a job, you've got, you know, you're working, I don't know, like, so there's lunch. So that's food. That's work. Then you work until 5. That's work. And you come home and you got blah, 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 like dinner or whatever. You've got about 2 to 3 hours a day to work on your business. Okay. Now, the reason you don't get anything done in those 2 to 3 hours is because there's a good concept by a guy called Stan Prokofiev called death by 1,000 cuts. And what he talks about is the reason you don't get anything done is because you're always distracted and you can't get yourself in a deep, focused state of mind. Why? Because I used to do the same thing. Like I'm working, I have my phone here, I have WhatsApp over here, I've got YouTube, I've got Facebook, I've got all these things open. And every time you hear a notification, subconsciously, it distracts you from what you're doing. So is making money hard? No. You could take an IQ person, like the really smart IQ person, and the problem is you're focused on too many things. Like you're trying to reply to messages, you're trying to watch this, you're trying to do that. That's the problem. Your focus is split. So what I do, turn your phone off completely. Put it on do not disturb so you can't even hear the vibration. Close YouTube, close Facebook, close all those things, obviously, unless you're using it for your business, and you have to be disciplined to focus solely on the job at hand. Because I guarantee if you're doing 2 to 3 hours a day, you're getting half an hour of actual work done. Like, trust me, I know from experience. Like, if you're working on your business full time, like me, okay, I have pretty much, 8 hours a day. I was probably only getting 2 hours worth of solid work done. Why? Because I'm always distracted. Like if I leave your phone on, just count how many notifications you get. Just count. I guarantee, and that's what's distracting you. People are robbing your time. They're stealing your time. They're stealing your focus. And that's why no matter what course you go on, no matter what course you buy, it doesn't matter if you have Tony Robbins as your coach, doesn't matter. It's not going to help because you can't focus on one thing at a time until you get it done. And that is the key. So I'm going to give you a concept. Go back to sharing my screen. So turn this off, share screen, boom. Focus, okay? People are trying to do everything at once. The circle of focus. Draw a circle and put all the things that you're focusing on right now. And if your focus circle, looks like a pizza, then you're in trouble. Like in this example, you would be given, what is it? 2, 4, 6. 6, your attention is 100%. So if you do 100 divided by 6, you're given 16% focus to Facebook ads, to podcasts, to interviews, to YouTube, to Pinterest, to blog. Like, I don't know about you, but I've never seen anyone achieve success given nothing more than 100% focus. Instead, what you do is this. You have a to-do list on the left. You take the first most important task on there, you put it in the circle of focus, and you don't do nothing else. You turn your phone off, you turn off your notifications until you get it done. And then you move on to the next one. And then on the right-hand side, that's your done list. That is the way to do it. And once you've done something, you've mastered it, you can then delegate it. Okay? So you don't need to do everything at once, one thing at a time. You don't need to be on every social media platform. You don't need to run ads everywhere. It's just just stop, because that's the truth. It's just overwhelm. It's nothing but overwhelm. Death by 1,000 Cuts is not a book, Janice. It's a video. It's a video. Cool. So copy and paste everything. Your job is to sell products. That's why I don't want you to be a software developer or an ads expert. I just want you to fill in the blanks with a lot of the stuff that I give you. So, we've covered the 5 secrets to scaling any digital products. Businesses lose hundreds of thousands testing different principles. People give up because they get discouraged by the losses. If you don't use methods, you will lose money. You can either do the trial and error or get someone else who has already figured it out. And remember that every business is unique. And remember how much my clients are making. And if you want to see more, go to clientsandconsulting.com/case studies, case-studies to see more information. So I'm going to do a little Q&A in a second, but I just want to ask you guys one question. Has your time on this training been well spent? Okay, has your time on this training been well spent? Come on, give me a yes, give me a yes, yes, yes. Well, if it hasn't, give me a no. Like, listen, just be honest with me. Like, if it hasn't been well spent, just say no. Come on, come on. I'm not going to check the comments until we get to 20. 20, come on. So we need 7 more, 6 more. Come on. 25, let's go. Has your time on this training been well spent? Like, have I hit home something? Like, have I struck a chord, struck a nerve? Something's resonated. Please, oh, please. Guys, I'm here to give you the truth and nothing but the truth. Amazing, amazing. Yes, 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 yes. All right, cool. Look, I appreciate every single one of you. The first thing I want you to go and do, okay, brought back down to earth with a bang. Amazing. The first thing I want you guys to go and do is, if you found that useful, go and follow me. For those of you that have Instagram, go and follow me on Instagram. Okay. And get yourself in our free community for now. Okay. If you're not already in there. And I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because look, if you found that good, I release content like as good as this and better on all of those channels. So go and follow me on Instagram, go and join the Facebook community, and go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I have got, like, my free content is better than a lot of the courses you would have paid for. Cool. All right. So thank you very much for being honest. And look, if it hasn't been well spent, then I'm sorry. Quite frankly, clearly I haven't resonated with something that you had a question about. And if you do have a question, feel free to reach out to me and send me a message. But go and follow those accounts. Cool. So obviously at this stage, you've got some options. And I want to talk to you about a private coaching mission that I have. Who would like to work with me personally for the next 100 days to build a 6-figure digital product business? Say me in the chat, because this is only for a limited number of people. So it's only for a limited number of people. All the YouTube links and social links are in the chat, guys and girls. Oh, God. I've sent them to the wrong... hang on. Bear with me. Got to send them to everyone. There's the Instagram. There's the Facebook. And there's the YouTube. Sorry, guys. I sent them to the wrong thing. So, yeah. So go and follow me on all those channels. Subscribe for now. And now I just want to talk about, okay, who would, like that? What I've got on the table here. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Ian. Okay. So this is for you if you want real results, you've had enough of buying courses, struggling to grow your online business, you don't know where to start. If you're committed to taking action, if you've had enough of trial and error, and if you want to create financial stability in your life, you want your life, time, and flexibility back, and you want a pandemic-proof income. So remember, you can maybe get there, but what's the number one cost is not knowing. So I want to talk to you about the 100 days of hands-on coaching that is potentially available to you. Now, this is called the Six-Figure Digital Business Program. So the aim is in 100 days, we will get you to 100K. That's the goal, okay? For this, and I've only taken a limited number of applications. It is on a first come, first serve basis. So get ready. I'm going to drop the link very, very shortly. You will have a chance to book a call if you are, if you qualify with me, and then we can sit down and have a chat about this. So what do you get? You'll get a welcome and onboarding call from my client success manager, whose only job it is to make sure that you are happy and you've got everything you need. You will then have a roadmap call with me. And this call is an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours. I don't care, because I'm here to give you the roadmap to go from where you are now to where you want to be. We're going to have live weekly Q&A calls to help you through the process. Weekly accountability and check-in messages as well. You're going to be part of our messenger group. Additional one-to-one support calls at your request. Guys, it's not about, you're going to get as much help as you need. You're going to have unlimited support, additional support from me and my team. You're going to have step-by-step accountability traffic light system. So I spent a week of my time creating a 6-figure step-by-step traffic light system on what to do from step 1 all the way to step 10. Okay, you're going to get that. You're going to have a dedicated client success manager as well. And you will never need to look outside for support or resources. Okay, so that's what's going to be part of the 6-figure digital business program. Yes, there is an online curriculum for you to follow and study and implement. But in addition to the online curriculum, you are going to get all of that. So it's a little bit like having Michael Jordan or Tiger Woods, show up every week to make sure that you're going to get the results. And the aim is very simple. Create a 100K digital business. That's it. No messing around, no fluff, no BS. It is what it is. So look, I am only looking for 10 people, guys and girls. So, we have set the applications up to be 10 successful applications. So if your application goes through, great. It means there's still space. If it doesn't, it means we've reached our level. So you might want to get ready to click the link in a moment. So the 6-figure digital business program, only looking for 10 people. This is by application only. So you can book your free strategy call with me. If you guys go to, I'm going to drop this in the chat. I just realized something. I've not been sharing all my slides with you. Let me do that again. Apologies. So private coach application, 100K in 100 days. Real results. Obviously, I spoke all about that. The number one cost is not knowing. So this is what you're going to get. Onboarding, roadmap call with me, live weekly Q&A, weekly accountability and check-ins, additional one-to-one support, unlimited support from me and the team, step-by-step accountability, traffic light system, dedicated client success manager, and you will never need to go outside of the program for support. Like, we have everything built in there for you. So here is the link. I'm going to pop the link in there now, so you guys can start doing it. Thank you. I should have checked the slides. Thank you, Billy. You did tell me, but I didn't check. So yeah, sorry, you couldn't see my slides. So that's what you guys are going to get in addition to the online curriculum. As I said, I am only looking for 10 people, just because, my groups are very small. This isn't something that's available for the masses. So the link is there, bit.ly/100K digital business. If it does something that you're interested in and, you want to get on board, go ahead and fill that out. For those of you that, fill it in today or, in the next time period, I'm going to give you some bonuses. I'm going to add how to make ROI within 14 days, which is a separate product on how you can make return on your investment on this coaching program within 14 days. I'm going to give you the YouTube ads course, a step-by-step YouTube ads program. I'm also going to give you get your ads account back. So for those of you that have had, your Facebook ads account shut down, restricted, suspended, or whatever, I've got a special process to get back up and running with Facebook so that you can start running ads on Facebook. But in addition, I'm going to give you the YouTube ads as well and the webinar mastery blueprint. So look, I'm able to make, look, I never ever do less than £10,000 off of a webinar. And I'm going to give you the step-by-step training on how I do that as well if you apply for the six-figure digital business program. Cool. So go. Only looking for 10 people, as I say. The link is in the description. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Go to the Facebook community as well. I'm now going to do a bit of a Q&A, okay? Give you guys a bit of time to answer some questions about anything that we've done or covered today. So get your questions in the chat if you have any questions. And yeah, I'll be happy to answer some questions. Yes, thank you, Peter. You told me I've got a blank screen as well. Yeah, so apologies about that, guys and girls. So yeah. If you have any questions, get them in the chat. This is a coaching program. This is an opportunity to work with me personally, my team, and all the resources that I have at my disposal. Because quite frankly, I've realized one thing. Everyone needs help and everyone needs hand-holding through the process. So that's why I wanted to come on here and just offer, you know, a small group of you. There's over 100 on. So a small group of you will get a chance to be part of it. But as I said, it is by application only. So fill in the application if you want to have a chance of getting in, I guess. And, you know, I will be personally taking all these calls next week. And yeah, to see if we're a good fit. And, you know, this isn't designed, so, but it says how many hours per day and how many weeks of training. So it's 100 days. So it's 100 days officially. And that includes obviously Monday to Sunday. So it's just over 3 months because quite frankly, as I said to you guys before, you don't need much time. If you are focused in the time that you do, I say to, you know, all of my students, they do, you know, around about 10 hours a week. In fact, Lara, who's the relationship coach, I found out yesterday, she's only been working on her business 3 hours a week herself and 3 hours a week for one of her VAs. And she's done 50,000 in the last 3 months. That's crazy. So yeah, if you don't have a business, don't worry. You know, we've got obviously methods in terms, look, it's all about creating a business or scaling a business. If you don't have a business, okay, well, we can help you start one. And there's different options. If you already have a business, we can help you scale it. So yeah, cool. Any other questions, guys or girls? Get them in the chat. Otherwise, yeah. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed that session. Hopefully, you know, you guys are, like I said, if you're serious about, you know, achieving some of the things that you want to achieve, remember, nobody is a self-made individual. Everyone needs help. Everyone, you know, what's the word? Everyone relies on someone for help. So, gosh, Anwar says, how many have I taken to 100K in 100 days? Oh, I don't know off the top of my head, but all of the people that you saw are all operating at a 100K business, 100K level. So I don't know how many that is. That's a lot. The investment, look, it all depends on, you know, where you are and how much, you know, help you're going to need from us. I'll be upfront and I'll say it is a premium investment. However, we get premium results. So the truth, the thing you got to ask yourself is, how much longer can I, let me put it to you this way. The investment will not be anywhere near what your opportunity cost is to life. Okay. So yes, it is a premium investment. However, it's also premium results. Thank you very much, Rosemary, for your kind comments. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, great point. So Billy says they're traveling next month due to family bereavement. I'm so sorry to hear that. you know, hope you guys are okay. If this does sound like something for you, but you want to start, you know, in a couple of weeks or a month or whatever, that's fine. You just tell me when you want to start your 100 days from, and we'll start your 100 days from there. So it's not a problem. But in terms of enrollment is only open, as I said. I've specifically created a calendar for next week for this. So yeah, you know, you can fill it in and then have a call with me. And then if you want to start, you know, at a different day or whatever, that's absolutely fine. It's not a problem. Not a problem with me. So get filling. I can see we've already got 4 applications already. So I think there's only 6 left. So go, guys and girls. If you are serious about doing this, and if you have any other questions, let me know. Let me know as well. Let me know. If you have any other questions, anything you want me to cover before we wrap through. Yeah, that's correct, Billy. Yeah, so you can do it all through the form, my friend. All through the form. So, coolio, guys and girls. So, let me go back to my slides. Cool. So just so you know what's on offer, that's what you're going to get along with the curriculum. And by the way, when you fill out the application, yes, Abigail, there are. Yes, there are. Yeah, we can do that. Not a problem. The UK, so cool. International, it's expensive. Yeah, listen, Billy, you don't need to be in the UK. We have clients in New Zealand and Canada, all over the world, like across the whole world. So yeah, cool. But Abigail, yeah, we can do that. So when you guys fill in the application and you book a time slot, you will be taken to a page which contains a walkthrough of everything you're going to get, videos from me, absolutely everything. So, you know, if you still have more questions about the program, then everything will be answered there. But as I said, we've only got 6 applications left now because 4 have already gone in. So get typing quickly if this is something you are thinking about. And like I said, look, there's no pressure or hard sell with me or my brand. It's very much a case of, look, the opportunity is there. If you want it, great. If you don't want it, that's fine. We'll still be friends. And, you know, I wish you all the best and keep following and stay part of the community. And, you know, yeah, stay part of the community. And, you know, yeah. So, yeah, Billy, in terms of the cost, because a couple of people are asking about that, it depends on how much help you need. Okay. So the best thing to do is book the call. Yeah, book the call, and you know, then we can discuss that on the call. Thank you, Hazel. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. So, any other questions, guys or girls? Just do a few checks. The link, once again, in case anyone has not got it, is there we go. Application only. There we go. So that's the application. Get filling in, guys and girls. I've made it very affordable. So if there's, you know, installment plans and things like that you guys want to do, then we obviously cater for that as well. So yeah. And look, at the end of the day, the thing that I would say is, it's 2022 now. And do you remember that? Thank you, Billy. I appreciate that. Have a wonderful day and a positive day. Do you remember, like in 2021, January, when you set your goals for the year? And you're like, yep, this is my year. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. How many of you came when it comes to the end of the year was like, yeah, I haven't done what I said I was going to do? And quite frankly, a lot of the time, it just comes down to because we haven't had the right help. So, you know, the question is, how many more years are you going to go without achieving your goals, right? It's kind of what it is. It's kind of what it is. So choice is yours, guys and girls. Choice is yours. Okay. So get the application in. We just had another one come in. So we've got another 2 come in. There's only 4 now, 4 slots left. 4 slots left. If you have any questions, let me know. I am in the chat right now. I'm still live, giving you as much time as you need. So Lorena says, I have a question. Last week we had someone presenting the old version of ClickFunnels. You say something different. You both have results. Look, okay, 1 second. So here's the links again to my social channels. Yeah, definitely, Billy, get into my community group and let's connect on there. Absolutely, we can do that. Okay, so Lorena raised a really good question, right? Thanks, Richard. Did you get in the community at least, or did you make contact somehow before you dash? Make sure you get in one of the middle one, the Facebook's probably the easiest. So what I'm going to show you guys is I'm going to show you something. Why? So Lorena made a good point. So somebody talked about ClickFunnels, somebody didn't talk about ClickFunnels, and blah 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 blah. Okay. What you got to realize. So how can you prove that your method is better than yours? Listen, I ain't here to prove anything, okay? Quite frankly, the proof is in the pudding, okay? It's the money in the bank. Don says, keep away from ClickFunnels. They rip me off. Look, I'll be honest with you. The only reason I'm using ClickFunnels is because I want to get that £1 million or dollar award, and that's it. It's good for credibility. You know, whether I use ClickFunnels or Groove or WordPress, I really don't care. You're focusing on the stuff that doesn't matter, right? So let me show you something, okay? There's 4 levels of teaching and there's 4 levels of learning. The lowest level of learning is tactics. What is tactics? Can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. I think, yeah, you can. Okay, the lowest level of learning is tactics, right? And that's what we're talking about here. Oh, but he uses ClickFunnels. Oh, but he uses GrooveFunnels. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Tactics change frequently, okay? If you are only learning tactics, you're going to struggle for the longest time, okay? And if your coach, your mentor is only teaching you on tactics, it's the lowest level that you can be at. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. When you've done over 3 million, you get to experience a lot of this stuff. And by the way, I'm no one special. I used to work in a car park for £7 an hour. The next level is strategy. Okay? So if you don't have a strategy, who cares, you know, what tactics you're using? It doesn't matter. You got to have a strategy first. You know, you got to have a strategy first. So like in your case, Lorena, like you couldn't even tell me what your offer is, like who you sell to. You said people. It doesn't matter whether you have Mark Zuckerberg running your ads and Russell Brunson doing your funnels. You ain't gonna sell because there's no clarity in your offer. Do you see what I'm saying? There's no strategy. There's none of that. Quick question from Anwar. Stas, do you personally coach your students or does your team do it? It's me. I personally do it. See, one of the things I'm very big on is being on the front line with my students. So being in the trenches, like, you know, and you know, being accessible. So yes, I do the coaching, okay? And obviously it's my team as well, but it's me, it's my coaching. Cool. So Don, what happened with you and ClickFunnels, just out of curiosity? So, and anyway, going back to Lorena's point, if you guys are, oh, should I use Groove or should I use System or should I use ClickFunnels, or it doesn't matter. What's your strategy? Because if you ain't got a strategy, who cares? The next level is principles. What are principles? Principles are like laws. What goes up must come down. The law of advancement. Before anything can go up, it must first go down. The law of polarity. The law of, what was the other one? The law of polarity, the law of energy. You know, energy is neither created or destroyed, it just changes forms. Like, do tactics work for everyone? Yes or no? No, they don't. Does strategy work for everyone? No. but it works for more people. Like more people get success if they have a strategy than tactics. Do principles and laws work for everyone? Yes. So you see where I'm coming from, Lorena? You're asking the wrong question. You're learning on tactics, and what you're not learning and acting upon laws and principles. That's the problem. You know what the highest level of value is? Or sorry, the highest level of teaching? Ethics. Okay? You know what ethics is? Does anybody know what I mean by ethics? Type in the chat. You can still see we've got a bunch of people on. What is ethics? Love it. Okay, perfect. Yeah. You got the idea. Exactly. It's your morals. It's your, it's your moral code. So what is it? For me, it's my nature, my character, and my intention. In other words, Lorena, and all the rest of you that are here right now, live or on the replay, whoever you're learning from has to have good ethics. In other words, they actually have to give a shit about you. And that's the problem. There's too many people out there flogging stuff. They don't give a shit about you. Whereas I do. I actually care. I'm invested with my clients and students. In every step of the way. They get a Rolls Royce experience. They get the red carpet experience. New screen, not the slide on the flip chart. Oh, sorry. So I think I have to stop sharing. There you go. Is that better? So there you go. Nature, character, my intentions are good, clean, pure. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to fluff you up. That's why I always give people the truth. Because even if you don't want to hear it, I'd rather just be honest with you because it sets the expectation as well. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Slightly long-winded, but yeah, you get the idea. Right, any other questions before we sign out? Because I can see that, there we go. You guys see my screen? Good. So ClickFunnels or GrooveFunnels or whatever, it does not matter. You're asking the wrong questions. Cool. Moral code. Yep, absolutely. Keep away. So I'll tell you how I can prove to you that my stuff is better. Number one, I've got ethics. And number two, I teach you from laws and principles that work for everyone, not just some people. And then once we've got that nailed down, we go down to strategy and tactics. Cool. Cool. There's a lot of interesting stuff. So yeah, guys and girls, any other questions? I've just had a message from my team. 3 spots left. Yes, Sandra, we do have that option. But if you filled in a form or you want to fill in a form, fill it in, because I think you have. Yeah, I can see your name here. I can tell you where you can get funding from much cheaper than what we can do it. So it kind of makes sense for you to do that. So yeah, cool. Hopefully that helps. So guys and girls, if you haven't applied, my only question to you would be like, okay, number one, what are you waiting for? Number two, it's like, look, if you want it, great. But you have to take some action, right? It's not going to hurt if you apply. I'll tell you what, you might not even get in if you apply. Who knows? But I can definitely tell you, you're not going to get in if you don't apply. That I can guarantee. Cool. Any other questions from any one of you in the room? If not, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, subscribe to YouTube, and join the the Facebook group as well. So the support is for 100 days, Billy, just so you know. 100 days hands-on support. Second. 1 second, 1 second. All right. Nope. Excellent. Thank you very much. You're very welcome, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. I don't know if you filled in a form or not, but either way, thanks for attending. Thanks for listening. And yeah, stay close, stay in touch. What do you do if you need help after? Well, listen, we can look at extending stuff, and look, we'll never leave you hanging. Okay, we'll never leave you hanging. You're very welcome. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Denitsa. Denitsa. I'm gonna guess that's from Bulgaria, but don't quote me on it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Look, let's do it, Sandra. Let's do it. The thing is, you gotta, yeah, you're absolutely right. You gotta want to change your life, right? Because I can't want a better life for you than you want a better life for you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, cool. Thank you very much, everybody. Any other questions? Any other questions? There's the links again. Follow me on Instagram. Get on. Oh, by the way, yeah, LinkedIn. Like, if you're on LinkedIn, gosh, I should have given you that. I'm on LinkedIn too. 1 second, I'll give you my my LinkedIn so you can give me a little connection. There you go. For those of you that are LinkedIn, there you go. There's my LinkedIn. Is there a replay? I believe there is, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah. So yeah, Billy, Nazi. Yes, Nazi they have recordings. Fantastic. Cool. So yeah, get on my LinkedIn as well. Stay close, guys and girls. Stay close. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. And have a lovely weekend, whatever you guys do. Yeah, I will now. Right. So a couple more things. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much. Thank you, Metcalf. Legend. We'll catch up soon, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Have a lovely weekend, whatever you do, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.